Hey everyone, it's Lauren here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing okay in this crazy time in the world. And I guess part of that self-care during this time is hopefully you're getting some time to get creative with your scrapbooking supplies. So I'm here today to share with you a process video I am making for my commitment to the Hip Kit Club design team. And this week we were challenged to do a layout based on a sketch. Now this Sketches and me, if you frequent my channel, Sketches, I think we'll have a love-hate relationship with Sketches. This one was particularly tricky for me. Most of my layouts, I cluster things in the middle, or I have a main cluster around the photo and work from there. But this sketch was almost as though it was designed for like a traveler's notebook or something along those lines. But because I'm not using my traveler's notebook for the Hip Kit Club design team, or in general I don't go to it very often, I knew that I had to try and incorporate this sketch into a layout, and this is the way I've done that. So separating two sides of the page, two different clusters, it really stumped me. But do you know what? I really had fun because what I did was fall back on those tried and true scrapbooking 101 techniques, which is layering. Layering your photos, layering up your main cluster areas, just putting those bits of coordinating colours under each other and creating layers, and then all of a sudden your layout will come together. And I guess when you look at a sketch and you think that sketch looks really great as a sketch, if you apply those principles, technically it should work out. So that's what I've done here today. I just fell back. Trust the sketch, trust those true 101 scrapbooking techniques of layering with different coloured patterned paper and see how it came together. And as you will see, it does come together. It's definitely not a traditional Lauren style layout at all, but I'm really happy with it. And do you know what? I guess the test for that for me is when I finish a layout and I turn around and I go and put it straight into the album in the spot where it's meant to be and just delight in it for a moment. That layout's a win for me, and that's what I did with this layout. So this layout is in a 9 by 12 inch format, and I'm using probably 90% of the Pocket Life cards from the Hip Kit Club. And that was the May kits, because my June kit still hasn't arrived because of all that's going on in the world. So I'm looking forward to receiving them because I've just got my notification. But these are the pocket style exclusive cards from the Hip Kit Club, and I've literally just made those two sides and layered it up. And now, as you can see, I'm working on my embellishments. So the embellishments that I've used are a couple of little tags there, the love this, the favourite, and the two tags I've put out the top of those clusters, and they are from the Modern Market, I think Miss Modern is the collection, and the Stamp Market. Look at that for a tongue twister. The Stamp Market is where they're from. And now I'm adding in some of the really cute new Amy Tangerine products. And that's that flower clusters, those glittery little bits there, that hello, those puffy little love hearts there. And now I'm just finishing off with that title. So the only thing that's not from those May kits are the word bubbles there, and that was from the previous kit, Hip Kit Club kit. I just wanted that font, and I knew it would sit well. And hello bubbles, when I'm talking about my favourite cocktail, I thought was a perfect saying, and I knew that those little font would just fit perfectly along that pocket style card there. So here I am just doing the fun bit, which is just adding those little embellishments to finish things off. I'm also at this time thinking about my journaling and what I'm going to write and where I'm going to write it, and also how am I going to sort of tie this layout together. So as you can see, I've got two sides, but there is a lot of white space, and I was really unsure on how am I going to bring that together. So I grabbed this Amy Tangerine little glitter frame there and thought I'd just in a subtle way, carry those clusters right down to the top and the bottom. And as you can see, when I've done that, when I've adhered them down, you'll have a good look at the full layout, and it's like by adding those, I've completed sorry, my tongue twisting, I have really created a clear divide between the two sides, which falls in line perfectly with that sketch. So I just wanted to bring it together a little bit more. So I'm adding a border of just hand drawn little dashes there with a black pen. I put those dashes really close together because I really wanted it to create that border effect and really sort of bring it all in together, like draw your eye into the center of the page and not sort of let it carry off, which I was feeling that the layout was doing. But just by doing that, as you can see, it's really just sort of drawn your eye to the center, and you can now really see that photo there and that cluster and the hello good story bubbles there. You can really, your eyes are drawn to that. So I'm just adding some of these cute little Amy Tangerine bows, and I'm doing 3 of those because I like to create my triangles, and I don't know, 3 seems to always be my number. I'm sure it's a design element, but as you can see, I've just created a bit of a triangle there with those, and that looks really good. And then I'm going to add my journaling. So I'm adding my journaling in 2 spots today. One, because there's lines there on that black and white piece. You can't not write in it. And I purposely left that spot that I'm journaling in right now just to add that. So I'm going to journal there and over there, and then my layout's complete. So if you're new to my channel, a big welcome. If you like my style and my ramblings, I guess, consider becoming a subscriber. And to my current subscribers, once again, a big thank you. If you like this layout, I know it's a little bit different than my usual style, but if you do like it, I would love you to share the layout with your friends. It really helps my channel grow. So yeah, and also if you haven't heard of the Hip Kit Club, I'm going to put the details in the description below. It's a wonderful scrapbooking kit subscription club, and you can get lots of exclusive, beautiful products and delivered to your door every month. And it's certainly the best kind of happy mail during this crazy time. Here I am, no judgment. I'm checking my wedding anniversary date because this is when I had the cocktail. No judgment. I'll blame COVID-19 because everyone's feeling a little bit off, I think, at the time. But yeah, so there you go. Added my date now that I remembered it, and there's my layout complete. So happy scrapping, guys. I hope you like this layout. Take care. Bye.